welcome to the 5th in the series, Reflections on My Albums. And welcome back if you were with me before for the other ones. My 5th album, Tropic of Love. And this was the first album that Errol O'Mealy, my co-producer, manager and husband, and myself were able to produce. So we were able to be really creative on this one, which is what we really enjoy. I mean, not that we don't enjoy working with lots of other producers, because you get a different feel from that, but we were happy to be able to explore on our own. The musicians on this album, of course, were all hand-picked. Lots of them were ones we had already worked with, so we billed it as 3 brownies and a downy for some of them, because on drums we had Clevie Brownie, bass Danny Brownie, guitar Dalton Brownie, and on keyboards Tyrone Downey. On sax we had Dean Fraser, of course. Additional keyboards were by Robbie Lynn, Alla from Chalice, whose real name is Irving Lloyd. Classical guitar on one of our tracks, I know in particular we had Gregory Alliston, the late Gregory Alliston. And on percussion, Sky Juice. And for harmonies, or BBs, we had Pam Hall again, Annie McDaniel, Clevie Brownie, Desi Roots Young, Dalton Brownie, and myself. Now this project, as I said, is was allowed us to be allowed us to explore, and it's on the strength of Telephone Love that we even got this opportunity, because, as I said, it had started in my previous episode. I'd said that Telephone Love had started to open a few new doors in the States for us, and at first it caught the attention of a label called Pow Wow, so they had a bit more distribution than a Jamaican label would have, and then it caught the attention of Tommy Boy. And Tommy Boy was a rap label, but they were much bigger than Pow Wow. So we were interested to work with them because, of course, we were trying to reach as many people as possible with our product. So we went ahead with that arrangement, and we managed to put lots of different approaches on this project. So we've got reggae, of course, a bit of dance hall, and I also did a few ballads, because by now I had, as I said before, I was dabbling in songwriting, which was inspired a lot by, I have to say, songs that were brought to me that I thought, I'm sure I can do better than that. So I started to focus on that. So this album allowed me to do more songwriting, and one of the ballads I wrote, Home is Where the Hurt Is, not heart, as lots of people say, because that's the expression that we're more familiar with, but it's a twist on that. That was released as a single, and it went up to 45 on the R&B Billboard chart. But eventually the relationship with Tommy Boy came to an end because, I think on our part we had done a very exploratory album which had lots of different approaches, as I said, on it, and I think they found that difficult to market because America is very into pigeonholing artists, so I think there was a problem in trying to say, well, what type of an artist am I exactly, and I don't really know the answer to that myself. So anyway, you give it a listen and see what you think. Do you think that artists should be pigeonholed, and that if you do an album everything must just kind of be in the same genre, or do you like it when artists experiment? I'll leave it to you to decide. Okay. Oh, I also wanted to mention that we had 2 other budding writers on this project. One is a guy called Estick, Jackie Estick, and he wrote We've Got to Have Love. And the other one was, he's more than yes, let me say this part again. And the other writer I wanted to mention on this project was Susan Cadogan's brother, Paul Cadogan, and he wrote The Prey, which I love both of those tracks, even though I didn't write them, they're great tracks. So you give it a listen and see what you like. See you next time.